Well, hello. I'm Mitch Davis, and I'm the course developer for this course, Microcomputer Applications. In this course, we're going to learn about the hardware that you and I use all the time, what the various components do, how they evolved. We're going to learn about the software that we use and how it evolved, different classifications of software. And we're going to learn something about the evolution of the computer, how it got to be what it is now. And my goodness, there have been many, many changes over the last 50 years in this computer technology. And then we're going to spend much of our time actually learning how to use some of the most popular and important applications today. Those of word processing, spreadsheets, presentation graphics, and even the operating system. I know some of you guys have had a lot of experience with Microsoft Word and Excel, and some of you are just getting started. But I can promise you one thing, as one who has used these tools for quite some time, you will learn something new, no matter what your experience happens to be. And there's no reason why you all can't be very successful in this course. For some of you, you might breeze right through it because of your experience, but for others, you may have to spend a little bit more time. But it's still possible for you to accomplish these things without any problem at all. Now, one of the applications that we use in this course is Microsoft Excel. And Excel is a software package that's used to manipulate numbers to create things like budgets and forecasts and tools like that. And there are certain skills that will really be helpful for us in order to successfully complete this series of tasks as easy as possible. And I've got a little math problem, a little word problem here for you. And it's basically just to give you a little bit of information about the skill level that you have. And we're going to take it. Now, it's not a hard one. It's not difficult. You don't need a calculator. You don't need a pencil and paper. You can do this in your head, I promise you. In fact, if you use one of those things, you're cheating. And you won't get a grade for this, but this will give you a little bit of idea about what kind of skills you need to work on as you proceed through the course. And so I want us to give this thing a shot. And so I've got it for you, and when you're ready, we will proceed. Okay? You ready? All right. The city bus leaves the depot to start its route. City bus in Mobile, it's the Wave, they call the bus system. And in Baldwin County, where I am, we have the Baldwin Rural Area Transportation System. But it's just a city bus. Basically, you have a route that they run many times over the day that starts at one place and ends at another. Or it may start at one place and ends at the same spot. Who knows? But this bus leaves the depot to start its route. Obviously, if it's just starting, the only person on board is a bus driver. At its first stop, it picks up 3 passengers. And I'll pause for a moment at each one of these things to give you a chance to do your calculations. At the next stop, 2 passengers get on and no one gets off. At the next, 2 more people get on and no one gets off. At the next stop, 1 person gets off and 3 more get on. At the next, 2 people get off and no one gets on. Then at the next stop, 1 person gets on and 2 people get off. At the next stop, 2 people get off and no one gets on. And finally, at the last stop on this first path through its route, no one gets on and no one gets off. So there you have it. There's the problem. And if you're ready, here's your question. How many stops did the bus make? Well, wait. I never said anything about counting people. But then I didn't give you any instructions at all, did I? How could you possibly know what to do if you didn't get instructions? Did you make assumptions? You must have made some assumptions to come up with this idea of counting people. And that really wasn't fair that I gave you a problem without giving you instructions. But that does drive home a point for us. To successfully complete this course, you need to follow the instructions. And this whole website that we've got right here is just one great big bunch of instructions that will guide you through this course step by step. Now, all of the modules and the units in this course are very, very similar. The structure is the same, but there are differences. And if you reach a point where you think you know what this thing is calling for and don't read those instructions, you may find yourself paying a penalty. So you want to be sure that you watch these instructions from top to bottom. Now, if this has been taught as an online class, your course facilitator is there to give you some assistance in completing the task. If it is a traditional class, your professor in the classroom or your instructor is going to be there to help you work your way through this course. And in some of the traditional classes, the instructor may just choose to allow you to work your way through the same units and modules that the website has and just serve as a backup person for you. Or the professor may decide to do something else. But in any case, you do have instructions. And what this introductory video is going to be about is giving you a tour of our website to help you find your way around it and make sure that you know how to follow these instructions, okay? Now, because of MyUM's timeout settings, if it does not see any activity for a certain period of time, it will log you off. And if it logs you off in the middle of a video, you end up having to log back in and start it all over again. And so as a result, what I'm doing is I'm going to break these videos into pieces so that you can finish a piece, take a break, go back and read the next part of it, and proceed through it that way. So this little intro right here is the first video of our introductory series. Take a break if you want to, get you a cup of coffee, and come on back and watch the second video. If you need assistance, contact your facilitator through whatever mechanism the facilitator has provided for you. If it's me, you'll be contacting me by email or whatever. Or if you're in the traditional classroom, make sure you to stay close touch with your professor. Okay, that'll finish this step. Come back for the second video.